we have 3 kids, and we do like to drive quite a bit. So we go up to the cottages, and we have done a number of like cross-country road trips. And I think the idea of having an electric powered vehicle was important for us in terms of you know, environmental reasons. Also, the cost of gas was increasing so quickly. We've always talked about investing in an electric vehicle. We were hoping to wait a couple more years, but a year ago, we had brought our car in for service. In that process, we learned that it also needed like $3,000 of other things. So we called the dealership. We looked at some government website pages just to get more information about some of the rebates. We read a lot of like blogs and Auto Trader and different car websites to learn more about the battery and also the mileage, because I think the range was one of our concerns, especially in Canada because of the winter weather. We did a lot of research on how long batteries last and what that means for mileage, and also how to charge at home. We learned that we could have a level 2 charger at our house, so that's been great, and we had that installed. And then they also have something called a trickle charger in the car, and so we drive around with it all the time, and it can get plugged into any wall outlet. One thing that did change in terms of having an EV versus a gas car is keeping an eye on your projected mileage. So in the winter, it did go down, and we learned that this winter. But because we have an app on our phone, it's not like you have to like go into the car and check it. I could just pull up our phone and see, oh, we have enough to do what we need to do tomorrow. Where we live here in Dufferin, but also we drive into Toronto, very often there is some kind of charging that is available around the area. If we are out and we're ever worried about the range, the navigation system will automatically kind of show you as you're driving. It's almost like a grayed out area, or like it'll show you on the map, this is about how far you're gonna be able to go. And then it will also show you charging stations that are close by. I'm not a car person, so not having to worry about like oil changes and transmission fluid and all that has been lovely. Brake pads last longer. Some vehicles can go their whole life without needing brake pads because EVs are able to use regenerative braking, which just means that the engine will brake for you and not the brake pads. So, which is great because that is another cost that you don't have to worry about. I think the biggest thing is getting into the cars. The experience of driving them and talking to the dealerships. They know what is a good fit for families. The other thing is to really look at your daily habits and your work habits and your weekend habits, and look at, well, where am I going? What am I doing? And will it fit with how our life is right now? I think the cost benefits of having the EV on a month-to-month basis, I cannot even tell you how much we spend on gas just for our other vehicle because it is very negligible. And then our hydro bill, which is the other misconception, people are very concerned about their hydro bill going up so much. We've not found it to be the equivalent of the gas. I don't know if we would have made the switch sooner with the young kids that we had at that time. I don't know if we would have been able to handle, like, you know, the mileage and the car seats, and we would have needed a much bigger vehicle at that time. And so replacing our commuter car with an EV commuter was the perfect intro into EV ownership. Looking back, I think it was the perfect time for us and for our family.